Previously on What Remains of Edith Finch. Put that crown on your head, Lewis. This is a proud day.
Bend down his head.
No, don't do that! Oh, no. Okay. And there it goes.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Is this Edie's house?
I wish we'd stayed, but I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Oh, this is just my room, Edith's room.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith Finch.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sailed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
There's always another way. That's the motto with Sven Finch.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
I don't think she's gonna agree to that.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Oh, this ought to be interesting.
Night, the tide went way, way out.
Visited the old house.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Well, I guess the tide went way out. Goes all the way out.
God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life, but I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Yeah, I guess she got turned around. How are you even supposed to see anything? Just watch out for any steep drop-offs.
For a while, I wondered.
You're gonna wind up back in Norway.
I started seeing things.
How do you know it wasn't real?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
And here we are.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
And then there it goes.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't going there.
After after that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
But things didn't really go that way, did it?
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot.
God,
The rest
that should
happened
kind of
pretty
scare me.
quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Am I actually playing
I'm
as
still
the
not
baby
sure what to tell you about all this.
or fetus?
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
But who is it
I
for
hope
now?
you'll never see it.
Oh,
I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
did she just die during childbirth?
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Nothing but a brutal cycle with this family. Oh, that was pretty good. Shirley Doubtless, 1948 to 2013. I love when the developers put in pictures like this at the end of the game. So that's gonna do it for What Remains of Edith Finch. And it looks like the cycle of death continued in the Finch family, but hopefully Edith's son was able to get a long and fulfilling life. So for now, arrivederci.